Good luck, Mike.
Good luck. Appreciate it. Hello. This is Mike Litman. I'm present founder and CEO of Mike's International. So today I'm feeling pretty lucky, honored, and thrilled. Why? Because today I have a greatest presentation. Definitely, I will blow your mind. But today I want to talk to you. I just want to make it like a dialogue. I just want to make it like a conversation between me and you. So it would be a great fun today because I want to talk today about you and me. All right. So uh, I had a humble beginning. I had a greatest life when I was so young. And one of my teacher, he asked me because I always had one question. I always wanted to know about it, like what is my life, what I want to be, what I'm going to do like in my life, and where the life is coming from, and what kind of this life is. So one of my greatest teachers told me story, and he told me life is all about finding yourself. It was the greatest adventure, really. So I started to search me out everywhere. At some time, I was so young, and I was searching myself under the table. I was searching myself in every room. I had no idea how to search myself. And I don't know, like that I was searching for whenever I travel with my family. Once I get an opportunity, like to travel in some desert territory, like, so I was searching there. I was going everywhere. I was searching myself. Ooh, it took a lot of time, and seriously, I couldn't find myself. It's just like a joke. It's just like a myth. But I had been believing for a long time that I'm gonna search myself. But one day I could read in a book that life is not all about, to find yourself. It's about to create yourself. Wow, gobsmacking. That day, I could get an answer like, wow, this is my life. So I just started to dream bigger, bigger, bigger about my life. I was so ambitious when I was so young. My mom always asked me, like, hey, what do you want from your life? What do you want from your life? It was a very common question. My ancestors, like my people, uncle, family, like everyone around me, like they started, it's a very common question. They ask the kids, hey, what do you want to be? What do you want to become in your life? So I always dreamed bigger. I told my family, like, I don't know what I'm going to be like, but what I'm telling you, like, that I got to be bigger success. I would create my life. I'm not happy whatever. Looking around what I could see around me. In my childhood, I had a very tough time. I was misunderstood. I was not understood. The reason why I had a tendency of stuttering. I was used to mumble. I was so down to the earth. And in my classroom, no one was ready to talk to me. And my teachers, they declared me, hey, he's not going to do anything. Even they talked to my parents. And I had a complete clarity when I was so young, when I was in a new classroom. I had known to a like this that yes, I can do anything. I can do anything. I knew I was growing up with this particular thing. And maybe a lot of people, if you are watching this podcast, maybe a lot of people, like when you were growing up, when you were so young, and maybe a lot of people that told you, hey, you can do anything. The reason why I had a story because I was unable to speak well, I was unable to listen well, and everybody around me, they were bullying me, even I was unable to listen. And sometimes it happened because I had a problem with my listening. So a couple of times it happened. My teachers, he just played up, he shouted at me, he took me out of the classroom, and he really rebuked me, and he punished me a lot, even I was totally unconscious. So this could happen in my life. Only there was reason because I couldn't say yes on the roll call line. I couldn't say I'm present because I had a problem in my listening. Another time on the other side, like I had a problem in speaking. So I was so depressed. I was under stress, and I was really, being treated really uh, onto the down metrics. I had a very tough time. Even my people around me, my best buddies, my best friends, like even they were used to bully me because of my these couple of things. Even but I have a dyslexia when I was so young. I was unable to read well. And whenever my teacher asked me to write 10, I put the zero on the other side. And it's been like doing for a long time. I had a lot of fears and doubts in my heart and mind, like what would happen if I were doing a mistake, if I did write something, so something incorrect, so what's going to happen? So because of those doubts and fears and rejections and objections, everything, I was totally controlled by them. So I, with the passage of time, because I was only the kid like with a backbencher. So I had a very special talk with myself when I had a talk with myself and I communicated that it's not my life. So the greatest news is I could do it myself. I never went to the doctor and no one came up ready to help me. So I was doing it with my internal talk, with my self-talk, the talk I have had for me and for my life. I talk to myself, no, this is not your life. So I just could get one guy, one young kid in my class, and he had the same personality. So I make him my friend and I started to tell him stories and I started telling little jokes. And with the passage of time, I could get few more kids around me. All right. So uh, they started to appreciate whatever I was doing, whatever I was trying to do, like to come out of the situation. Uh, and with the passage of time, like I could get more friends in my class. So, and like in just a few months, like I was able to stand up in class and I started to speak up like other kids. And other kids, they started to appreciate it, and uh, they started to help me like to take part in the games and other things. But it was not 100% over under control, but the things were happening right now. And then I started to take part in some communicative work, like started to take part in speeches, so I could do a little better because at that moment I was fighting against my own fears. And the reason why I was being rejected at that moment, like I started to dare it and I started to came and started to face more people. So step by step, I had one friend, then two friends, and five friends in class. And then I started to stand up in class. And then I started to stand up in front of the school and I started to participate in assembly timing on other kind of things. So this could help me to get a courage. So what are your fears? What are you been bullied for? What are you been rejected for? So you need to stand up. You need to have a self-talk. You need to make that talk a quality talk and get hard on yourself, right? Until you don't get hard on yourself, you can go on to the next level. Because today we are talking about self-esteem. It's the biggest issue everywhere. There are a lot of reasons. So we're going to discuss today in our next 40 to 50 minutes. I'm sure like you would have the enormous and the vast take away today. I make sure. So don't go away anywhere. And if you are joining this channel right now, this video, so you're going to be so lucky because you were just one decision away from a totally different life. Because today you would learn. I'm not here to jack you up. I'm not here to get you motivated. I'm not here to get you inspired. I'm here today to have a talk with you. I'm going to share my own experience with help of a couple of laws, like what definitely can help. And choice is yours because your life is your choice. And don't give us a remote control to anybody. All right. And get onto the seat. All right. Take your seats. All right. And don't give it steering to anyone. And don't accept other people's opinion about you. Your personal opinion about you matters. And your personal opinion matters that who you are. Other people's opinion about you is not to become your reality. All right. So get on the seat. And remember, life is so amazing. We got an amazing gift of life. We have 86 billion neurons, all right, in our mind, in our brain, and there are 11,000 kilometers long veins in our body, all right? And we got an amazing 100 trillion cells in body. So body is the United Nations of 100 trillion cell. So I have a breaking news. Every cell is a complete life. Every cell can see, listen, think, speak, feel. It has emotion. All right. So we are a United Nation. Body is so amazing and it's really complicated. I don't know why we are learning a lot of things. So we are the first topic. We are as a human being, this body, biologically, we need to investigate and we really need to learn about it. Body is so amazing. So we need to plan our life pretty well. And life is not like, that when you see the kids, they are sitting in a car, even they don't know how to drive a car, but they are just supposed to. They are just pretending like they are driving a car and they're having fun. They enjoy the talk and they really boasting up and they are claiming for the fame to other kids and they're telling, hey, look, I'm driving a car. And even like they're pretending, look outside, the things are happening. It's so amazing. So they feel so amazing. They feel so elated well, and they are just faking. So we are not born to make life like this. We are born to create our life. We're gonna be the co-creator of our life. So it's remote control is in your hand, man. All right. Speed isn't important in a life. All right. Direction is more important. So it is just like if you see someone is driving a car and driving very fast and enjoying, all right, and someone asks, hey, 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 stop the car and ask you, hey, where are you going? And you say, I don't know. You're not going to do with life like that. You need to know what's my direction, what I'm doing in my life. Three questions are more important you need to ask every day, because you are responsible for this life. You are responsible to bring the motivation to your life. You are responsible who you are today. All right. Again, because it's remote control is in you and don't be controlled. All right. You have a lot of stories. You see, Thomas Alva Edison was declared the stupidest guy, the stupidest young kid. The parents, they were worried and the teachers were worried. They rejected. They asked him like to get this kid back home. Why? Because he can't listen well, he can't speak well, he can't perform well like other kids like in the class. But the parents, they helped him like to grow up and he went to school just for 3 months. And you see, just with 3 months schooling, he couldn't end up there. But the mom helped him like to open some small laboratory, okay, at home, and he became scientist out there. So being a parent, you have a big responsibility like for your kids, all right, because your job is not to handle them. It's not your job to make them obedient in their life. No, it's not your job. Well, so we have an amazing life and we have to really take care of it, right? And we know better who we are. I'm not here to help you like to increase or to enhance, like to go on to the next level for your self-esteem. No, there is no high self-esteem. There is no self-esteem. Even there is no average self-esteem. So I don't want to sell. I don't want to sell like this concept. You need to bring self-compassion into your life. You need to question yourself. Three questions are most important and everybody need to ask. All right, because if you're going to see like, hey, I'm going to be the high self-esteem person, it doesn't mean like you bring vanity in your life. It doesn't mean like you are bringing a proud and you start feeling better than other people. No, this is not the message of your life. All right, and it doesn't mean like you feel lowest. No, even it doesn't mean like you are average. No, you are born to do something bigger and out of the box. Let you know later. So first, I need to tell you there is one beautiful law, and I want you to make this uh, on write down on your list. Better to jot down and need to know about this law. This is a law of happiness. All right. So unfortunately, it's very unfortunate. I even couldn't learn this law in my school called university when I couldn't read about it. So in my last decade was amazing. I really can reforge my life. I really can create my life. I'm not every day. I'm not the same person what I was yesterday. I don't compare myself because comparison is bringing the lowest self-esteem. Because somewhere, if you're going to compare yourself, you get into the negative, you negativity, like you bring the sabotage in your life. You're not born to do all this. All right. So the law of happiness to mean the moment you have right now is the best moment of your life, and your whole life is happening in this moment. You are not born like to the things happen in your life, and don't be controlled by your past. Don't be controlled by your future, because life is happening right now. A lot of people I experienced with my mother, she had a lot of fears about me because I was really, I was a very tough guy, a tough uh, child of my mom. So she was very much worried because I was so much ambitious for my life. I already wanted to become like a Spider-Man, right? I'll let you know that story later on. But you are not here by to be controlled by your past, because the past is something which is gone. All right. You can't control your past. Whatever happened in your past, just forget it. Because if you get worried in your life, if you are unhappy in your life, I'm just giving you one assignment. Whenever you get unhappy, just take a piece of paper and write down the reason, the cause making you unhappy. And if you're going to investigate, if you're going to make analysis of that statement and line, you will see it is connected with the past. It is something what happened in the past, and the past is not controllable, right? It's gone. Let it go. Let it go. Otherwise, it would be connected with the future. So remember, your past must, you never need to allow your past to control your this moment. All right, it's gone. Let it go. You're not control. You were not mature in your past. All right, today is the best moment of your life. If you are listening to this podcast, so you're gonna give more than 100%. All right, in your listening. All right, you need to learn. You need to have the best takeaway out of this. All right. Okay. So you are not here like to be controlled by your past, because past is controlling you. All right. And sometime you will see the thing you are investigating, the stimuli, the thing is making you worried, maybe is connected with to the future. All right. And the future is not in your hand. All right. You never need to be controlled by future. This is the moment the life is happening. You have to give more than 200% to give this moment. If you're listening, so listen carefully. Not just carefully, you need to become a deepest listener. Once you are a deepest listener, it means you are just listening. All right. You are giving a shut up call to your mind, to your heart, and to your body. Even if the body is moving, this is not a deepest listening. A lot of people, they are just pseudo listeners. All right. They are selective listeners, or people are not deepest listeners. So this is the biggest mistake like what we have. Otherwise, we can do a lot in our life because we are not deepest listeners. So once you are listening, so you need to give 100% your attention, because attention is the biggest issue for our today's world. We are suffering from this biggest issue like attention. Like if you like right now, I'm having so many pings and so many notifications on my cell phone. So, but I'm not noticing. All right, and I'm not. I have undivided attention to my work. All right, so we are living in a moment like where there's a lot of distraction. So sometimes your past is distracting you, is taking your current moment, and you get connected with some past emotion or the past thing, or sometimes your future is controlling you, and both are unreal. All right, both have no reality. But this moment is real because my whole life is going to happen right now. Whatever I'm today is because of my past choices, what I have been doing like in my past. So whatever, like the choices I will take today and right now, it will create my future. It will have a profound impact on my life, the choices, the things I'm going to do right now. So life is happening right now, right here on IIU. So the law of happiness is that you're going to be creating more and more focus in your life. And you need to know that where are you going in your life. It doesn't matter where you're coming from. All right. Where you're going in your life, it matters. Yeah, it will create a massive, massive, massive focus in your life. So number one, you need to know the law of happiness. All right. And you're going to follow the law. So one more law is there because we are everyone, like I'm not talking about just me and you, everybody, everyone is living in the different matrix of esteem, of the self-esteem. Some people have the highest level of self-esteem, some people have a low and the below the average or above the average. So there are so many metrics, right? So to me, self-esteem is not just a personal issue, all right? I believe it's a global issue, all right? And it's a national issue. So the nationally, how your people are thinking, because energy is contagious. So it's a really trickle down, all right? So it usually happens. So I personally notice. So when you see the people of the United States, you will see the level of self-esteem will be very high. You see Japanese or other kind of people. So I'm not just uh, it's not specific. I'm just assuming, all right? I'm not biased. So it's a global issue, and self-worth or the self-esteem is a totality of your opinions, your beliefs, your culture, your norms, and how people believe around you. Because energy is contagious, and you become average of the five people you are surrounded with. So most definitely, all right, your culture also affecting a lot on you, like, and you want to become best. Because I had this particular emotion, I had a strongest belief in myself that I wanted to become best in my life, and I never then be satisfied. I had this particular uh, thing, I have this seed in my heart and mind that I want to become best. So if you want to become best, within a given environment, all right, because it's a beginning, definitely, you never need to compare yourself with others. Otherwise, you would definitely will be doing sabotage. So you are born to compare your yesterday's performance with today's performance, with today's work, and every day you are supposed to, and it's mandatory, for you like to become better and a better person every day. All right. So there's one more law we need to know, because setting goal is the biggest issue. I believe your life is a clear reflection that who you are and what you think, because you become what you think most of the time. So always think big. You need to develop that kind of attitude that I'm a world class. I'm a world class. Okay, I gotta be the biggest success in my life. All right. It doesn't mean like this is one thing you can even train and teach your kids. Accept the responsibility and tell the truth. Accept the responsibility and tell the truth. I gotta be the biggest success in my life, and I gotta be the world-class person. This world is yours. All right, explore it. Okay, and tell the people like who you are and what you want to become in your life. But before I go to the next level, to the next law, you need to always question three questions are most valuable for your life. You need to question personally your self-esteem. It's remote control is in your hand. All right, that who you are. I personally had a belief that I want to become world class. Your self-esteem is like, how do you want to be perceived by the people? Because love, respect, and kindness is your basic right. This is what you're working for. All right, so three questions are most valuable and most important for everyone you need to ask. Question number one is what I want to be. What I want to be in my life. Most important question, because it would help you like to determine, because you're going to be questioning yourself, right? I'm not here to tell you, right? Nobody can help you to increase or like to get you into the next matrix level of self-esteem. No, it's up to you. It's your personal choice. So question yourself what I want to be in my life. And I'm giving you this challenge. Always dream biggest in your life. Never dream like other people like. If you are dreaming like everyone is dreaming in their life, so you would have the same future, all right? So always dream biggest in your life. Question number one, what I want to be in my life. Question number two, every day you gotta ask before going to bed that what I'm becoming in my life. Number one, what I want to be. Number two, what I'm becoming in my life. It will help you to determine and to make analysis like where your time is going. Like everyone is having the same time, the same 24 hours, but why other people are more successful? Reason why? Because they are spending their time entirely in a different perspective. That's why they're the different people. All right. So everything happens by putting your sense, by giving your efforts to your life. Everything and whoever you are in your life, it's your personal choice. Question number one, again, what I want to be. Question number two, what I'm becoming in my life. All right. Question number three, what I am doing for what I want to be. Where your time is going. What are you doing in your life? Where your time is going. And what kind of activities you are bringing in your life. All right, and what kind of habits you have in your life? Because 95% of your personality is because of your habits. We need to investigate. We need to question ourselves. Then what kind of habit I have? Because successful people, they have a different habits. They have a successful people habits. All right. And definitely unsuccessful people, they don't have those habits, right? So choice is yours. Go on Google, search it out, work on yourself. You are the most important person in your life and in the world. Yes, I'm giving you a challenge. You're gonna be the world-class person. You're gonna be the most responsible person in the world. There are two types of people: responsible people, irresponsible people, and the people have not yet explored like what responsibility is. But I'm here to tell you that you're gonna be the most responsible person in the world. And this is our second law, like I would talk about, the law of solipsism. According to this law, you feel like you are a sun, okay, which is giving raises every day, and you are getting the sunlight, it's performing 100% light, okay? It's giving its full duty, all right? So become like the sun. Love solipsism says, like, I am the most responsible person in the world. Wow, beautiful line. Beautiful line. When you feel like I am the most responsible person in the world, you're not just responsible for yourself or for your family or for your people you have around. You're responsible for everyone on the globe. Right, and this responsibility is contagious. You're going to be responsible for everyone on this globe, not just one person, not just one tribe. No, you're responsible for everyone. You're going to be questioning yourself that I am responsible. As you see, like if you're going to give a call to any helpline, what happens? I'm going to share the most valuable line, if you're going to give a call like just for on any helpline to the person telling you his details and then asking how may I help you. Wow, the most beautiful and the most powerful line in your life. How can I help you? I personally experienced it. And whenever you see someone, it is also a lot to get connected with the people as well. It will help you to get something what you can get by even putting your efforts, just by your conversation, by making these questions in order. Whenever you see someone, you say, "Hi, how you doing today? How about your health? How about your kid? How about your family? And how about your business?" When you ask all these questions, you get connected. You create vibes with the person. You start resonating. All right. It means you are vibrating in the right direction. And the most important question you would ask the person that how may I help you? Wow. Always ask whenever you see someone in the party. I'm just giving you this challenge. If you're gonna do it, you will see you will earn a lot of connection. You would earn a lot of contacts in your life. All right, you don't need to invite. You just need people and then ask them, How are you? How you doing today? How about your family? How about your kids? About your business? And how may I help you? The most beautiful line. Most beautiful line. Always get ready to say, people, how may I help you? It doesn't mean now. All right. Even you see Bill Gates, Mark, or you see Bill, anybody, you say, how may I help you? It doesn't mean like you have everything. You don't have a jet. You don't need a big plane. All right. You don't need a big farmhouse. You don't need a big car. No, no. It means like when you say someone like, how may I help you? It reflects like you are abundant with a lot of energy and you have a positive mindset, all right, and you are a growth mindset. It means you are ready to help people. It means you are accepting that, yes, I am the most powerful person in the world, and this is what you're going to do in your life. So let me share some slides for you, and hopefully it will work. I have a host, and let me ask him like to if we can share some ideas through the screen. Well, so we need to develop a growth mindset in our life because there are 29 types of mindsets, and we need to know what is my mindset. Okay, what kind of mindset I have? What is it? So we need to ask yourself what kind of mindset I have. All right, maybe you have abundant mindset. It means like you believing like this world is amazing and there are a lot of resources. I can tap resources and I gonna be the biggest success in my life. And there because there are 29, so you need to know. I just gonna share a couple of. All right, so you need to know the fixed mindset is a person who always settle down with the things, who would never like to grow, who will never love to go on to the next consciousness level. The person is not a progressive mind. The person always settle down when there is a first setback or on the first failure, the people really withdraw and they really give up. Such kind of people, they have a lot of fears in their life. Remember, fears mean false evidence appearing real. Okay? It means there's no reality about the fears. All right, so they have fears. They would love to go for the job. They would love to go for the job. So on the other side, if you see the growth mindset, the person they would love to have uh, his own entrepreneurship. He would love to have his own business or her own business. All right, such people don't want to live on other people's resources. All right, so the fixed mindset, they always looking for the job and they want other people like really to deploy assets and opportunity and everything for them, even the house and the car and the credit cards and all kind of plastic money. They want other people. They just surrender for 9 to 5, and they want people like to give them some resources, like because such kind of person can't create. So we have to jump from fixed to the growth mindset. All right, we did it. Be entrepreneur. All right, we will create our life. We're gonna be the co-creator and we will create everything for ourselves and for the other people because the people having low self-esteem, it would be a fixed mindset, all right, or the scarce mindset, all right, or would have a negative mindset. On the other side, the positive mindset and the upward mindset, and at the same time, everyone would have the different mindsets. So, but you need to develop different mindsets. At the same time, you can develop it in your life, and you need to develop particularly like the growth mindset. All right. So still, I'm not allowed to use my screen, but well, so with the help of growth mindset, you can achieve what no one can achieve in their life. All right. So then your life's remote control must would be in your hand. All right. So to overcome in like if you feel depressed, if you feel low, all right. So I'm not talking about the symptoms or any kind related to the low self-esteem. Better if we can go on to the next level All right, and if we can do certain things, I'm pretty sure uh, this issue will never, going to be happening in your life. So you always feel great about yourself. You always feel world class about yourself. You always live your life with the reason, with the cause. All right, you live your life with a purpose. You always wanted to give people. You can develop a service art. All right, you can help people because by end of the day. Uh, Purpose of our life is to dream about other people because dreams, if you got a dream personally, again, is a low self-esteem. I personally believe, I'm personally believing, in my perspective, in my opinion, purpose of your life is to help other people and you develop a service or you come up with a reason, you come up with a cause, all right, and you work selflessly, all right, you don't have, uh, you're not selfish, all right, you become a philanthropic art, all right, you have some skills and you deploy it, all right, and you come up with something out of the box. So here I need to tell you, okay, so you are a growth mindset, all right, you start living with a purpose, you have a reason to live your life, all right, you come up with a purpose and you develop yourself. Like we have a lot of stories. Just imagine about the self-esteem. They people work without like charging a single penny in their life. Even I knew like this IIU is not charging a single penny from the client, and we are going for the free streaming, and you really can have a best takeaway out of here on this platform. Is really going out of the world, and I really want to congratulate Piyush, Pandit, and Maha, and of course today with me. Uh, uh, Armenia, like they are contributing a lot. So they have a high self-esteem, people, right? They want to change this world with their contribution. They always believe in bigger in their life. Okay, I want to tell you one more thing. There's one more law if you could help yourself like to dream bigger in your life. So do this on the priority. Start forgiving to the people. Forgive people, all right? Because your success is hidden in this beautiful forgiving. If you forgive, you forget and you grow, all right? So forgiving people is the best attitude, whatever they have done with you. So this law, uh, this is a beautiful one. Why? Because if you gonna grow with the grudges, all right, you can't grow in your life. So you first have to declutter your body, declutter your heart and mind. You really have to come onto the top, and you have to become a person of giving, not the taking. All right. So forgive everyone unconditionally in your life, whatever they have done to you. So if you want to forgive people, so there are certain people in your life which maybe they have betrayed you, maybe they could bring misery in your life. So number one, forgive your parents at the top priority. Forgive your parents. Maybe they couldn't get you something what you ever wanted in your life. Maybe they couldn't help you to go to the high school, or maybe they couldn't get you money like to go in some um, great school, like okay, or in some private school. Maybe they couldn't get you ice cream, and maybe they couldn't get you money. All right. I was reading somewhere if you even have a poor parents and they can't spend a lot of money, you are seriously blessed. All right. Unlikely the person have a lot of money but is not having a time with the kids. All right. So you're gonna be so lucky. All right. So forgive your parents, whatever happened. Maybe your parents they betrayed each other. Maybe they were divorced. Maybe you listen shouting on each other. I personally experienced my parents like shouting each other, and still I have a little fear whenever I listen someone speaking and shouting. I, it happened, something happened in my heart. So I have forgiven them. So I want you to forgive your parents first, right? Because they were great people. They brought you on this globe, all right? You are on this globe because of them. Even they punished you. Maybe they couldn't get you a lot of money. They couldn't get you a car. They couldn't get you a bicycle. They couldn't get you greatest thing like whatever you wish or whatever you wanted in your childhood. So you unconditionally need to forgive them. Number two, you need to forgive your intimate relations. In intimate relations, maybe your brothers, sisters, all right, they have betrayed you. They couldn't help you really to grow up. Maybe they took your part, and maybe they took more property, more property from inheritance, or maybe they didn't help you, they didn't support you, they didn't like they give you quality time. Okay. So you need to forgive them unconditionally. Number three, you need to forgive your betrayals, like your maybe husband or maybe your wife, has betrayed you or maybe cheated on you. You need to forgive unconditionally. It's quite hard, but once you get it, and I'm gonna tell you, like, you're gonna be the biggest success in your life. All right. So number four, you need to forgive everyone in your life has betrayed you unconditionally. You gotta forgive them unconditionally. Sometimes your business partners, your colleagues, all right, yeah, they've been like pulling your legs. They've been having they've been blabbering about you, all right. They have been not really giving 100% to you. They've been cheating on you. So you gotta forgive them unconditionally. And at the last, you gotta forgive the most important person in your life. And I know you knew already I'm talking about you, so you gotta forgive yourself unconditionally because you're most important person. And I want to tell you, like, if you're gonna forgive yourself, then you would be totally decluttered and you really can start your life from today. And you will see you because with grudges, it always brings a sabotage and a negative energy in your life. It's always controlling you. So you gotta be in your control. All right. And you gotta be facing off everyone. And low self-esteem, people don't love to talk with people and they feel controlled, they feel shy, and maybe they feel like, what would happen if I would speak like this and that? Okay, I'm not talking about the introvert people. So you need to face it off, people. Today, one of my guy, my client asked me, I have a fear if I'm gonna do this, I would make mistakes. So what people will be thinking. I said, even everyone knew that you are making mistakes, that everyone knew that like, you are not growing up in the right direction. Even everyone knew like that you can become bigger success. Don't accept their opinions. Don't accept them right in this way. You're gonna be the biggest success, all right? Even everyone knows. So making mistakes is a part of life. All right, it's a part of the game. You only learn from your mistakes. You only learn from your mistakes. The mistakes are blessing. I made a lot of mistakes. I been like the greatest failure, right? Hey, I'm confessing on it. I have been like the biggest zero, the biggest failure, but I didn't accept other people's opinion about me because I knew I was not fit in their box. Okay. I'm maybe the bigger one. I can't fit. I can't. So they don't know who I am. They don't know like what I'm doing and what I want from my life. All right. So people would stare at you. People would dare at you. People would scare at you. So you are not here to be controlled. All right. Even you don't need to be controlled by salaries. You are here to accept checks. Bring more and more business and entrepreneurship in your life, you're going to be the biggest success. Always dream bigger in your life and always love to take risk in your life. Okay, this is what's the biggest difference between successful and unsuccessful people because successful people, they take risk. Okay, they're always about thinking about taking risk, and unsuccessful people, they don't take risk. Okay, or they don't take a calculated risk. Dream big, take risk, and most importantly, you're born to take actions. Okay? You can overcome every kind of issue in your life if you're going to follow, if you're going to take actions. All right? Maybe you're going to be the failure. So don't stop yourself by taking actions because you learn from taking actions. All right? When you take actions, you fail. You fail, and you have no idea the number of failures you will have in your life. So the number of failures doesn't matter. It don't matter, right, to your life. All right, you're going to be the biggest success. And always go with the mindfulness, okay? Mindfulness. You need to know like what my life is. And you need to make better decision. And you can really cut down your number of failures in your life. So one more law, which is also very important, all right, and the law is because to overcome your low self-esteem, you need to live your life considerably. All right. Always ask help. Always love to help people. And whenever someone comes in your life and asks for the help, so believe me, all right, believe me, maybe you're going to be the last person to help that guy or that woman. So always present yourself like to help people. Okay. It's a very powerful, it's so powerful. Your help, whenever it goes all right, it gets multiplied and it comes back to you. Personally experience. I help people and my help came back into my life. All right. So you're gonna be helping more and more people, but you can get started from your family because by end of the day, you have to manage your relationships. Okay, so always question your family members like, what do you want from me? What do you want from me? And write it down. Like if you have five family members, so ask them, all right, and make a sheet. Ask them like, hey, what do you want from me? Write it down. Like if you have five to seven people, I'm not just assuming. So make 7 pages and write it down. Make a list of their expectations from you and then write down your expectations. Write down what do you want from yourself because you are here to give it. You're not here to take from other people. You want to manage your relations, so become a giver. All right, you're going to give people and write down write down your personal expectations. And now you would have the 8 pages and different expectations. Now, a lot of expectation you will see they are overlapping. Then connect, okay? Make a new page and consolidate them. Pick out the expectations, all right, what are overlapping, and make your new page and start a new resolution with yourself. And always put your all sense into it. And always ask the person you love, you always ask them, how may I help you? How may I help you? What I can do for you, all right? This is what you are going to do in your life because your life is so amazing. Your life is so amazing. And value it. Once I had a talk with the Apple University dean. He is working on the psychology and he is considered to be the world's best psychologist in the world. So you know most of the time why life is not getting back to you. Reason why? Because you don't value it. It's the greatest gift in your life. So you're gonna be taking care of this life. All right. You need to question yourself what I can do for you. How can I help myself? You need to question yourself. All right. And you need to take care because self-care comes first in your life. If you can have the best self-care, you can help everyone in your life. So how can you have a self-care? You need to question yourself. You need to educate yourself. You need to give the best education to yourself. You need to spend more and more time in learning, in reading, all right, and in listening more and more podcasts, which can help you to grow up, all right? And you need to give the best quality food to your life. You need to know how much water I need to drink and what kind of food what can help me to grow in my life in a positive direction. How can I live longer in my life? I have a great podcast like how to live longer. You need to question your doctor. How can I live longer? And he is going to tell you like what you need to eat, what kind of life you need to have, what must be your sleeping time, and what is the quality weight like you need to have in your life. So you need to take care of yourself, including your sleep. And it's the last thing I want to talk about because uh, by doing this, like I want to tell you, like you will grow in your life really, you know, in a much better way, and you will see you can overcome all kind of low self-esteem issues. Always take care of your mind, all right? Because two diets we are having in a day. We are having mental food thoughts, or we are having a foods for the body. Everyone is concerned about the foods, what we are having for the body. Yes, congratulations if you are doing all this. But the most important food like we need to take care and we need to have in our life is the mental food parts. We need to have the positive food parts. Always look for the positive food parts because your body can work in a much better way and you really can grow in a positive direction. You can achieve your biggest goal in your life with the help of your thinking. What kind of thoughts do you have? I have a news. In 24 hours, we have almost 88,000 thoughts. And out of 88,000 thoughts, 68% thoughts are the positive one, all right, are the negative one, or they're the weaker. So you need to give affirmation to your weaker thoughts. For example, if you say, I'm not beautiful, okay, it's a weakest thought. Or and you can give it, you can empower this thought by saying that I am the world's beautiful person. All right. I am the world's uh, the beautiful and the most prettiest, the girl in the world. So it's you need to look into the mirror. It's a mirror work, and every day do it. Like always talk to yourself in a mirror, and always give the positive expectation to your life, and always dream bigger in your life. So you need to take care of your mental food thoughts. For this, you need to listen more and more motivational thoughts. You need to spend more and more time in the training, in the conference where you can listen to great leaders and you can listen to great stories. And every day you need to read at least 10 pages about someone like who has done a lot in his life or in our life. You need to acquire more and more positive thoughts. Why? Because a lot of people they have low self-esteem. Why? Because they are not acquiring the greatest food thoughts for their minds. Because thoughts become reality, and thoughts come from your environment. What kind of environment you are giving to your body and your mind? What kind of books you are reading? All right. So you're going to be reading the greatest stuff every day, and you're going to be listening to the greatest material for yourself, for your self-care, all right, and take care of your mind. This is going to help you to grow up, and this will create a very positive energy. And remember, energy is contagious. You will create more and more great people around you. So always choose greatest people for your life and for you. And don't be scared. Always try to dare. Nothing, uh, nothing can happen seriously if you're gonna dare. Just dare it and always try to do on to the next level. Always try something bigger for your life. So it was uh, for today's podcast. I'm pretty sure you would have enjoyed it a lot, and definitely your takeaway must be really at the top. I know you can't do anything like just in 1 hour, but I'm making sure your life's more controlled in your hands. So always pick out something great, for your life. I'm here share my ideas, right? It's not enough. You need to attend more seminars, all right? You need to know. Stop looking at your low self-esteem. Just dream bigger in your life, all right? And always question yourself. Yes, this is what I can be, and then put and give all your sense to your cause. Remember, create a service heart because we are really looking forward to service out for this world because and we're going to be together to bring a massive change on this world. So thank you very much, Amina. Uh, it was great talk today. Hello.